2 in 5 New Yorkers would leave the city if they could. This is what a new survey has found. Now, we have heard that companies are closing, entertainment is gone, restaurants are closing, the well-known retailers that have been around for 150, 200 years have declared bankruptcy, and the New York City atmosphere is not what it used to be. The Big Apple is nowhere near what it used to be. The coronavirus pandemic has taken a big bite out of Big Apple. The economic and political impact of this crisis is expected to transcend that of 9/11 or the 2008 financial collapse. 2 in 5 New York residents would be willing to leave the city if they were able to live anywhere they wanted, according to a new poll conducted by the Manhattan Institute. As many as 39% of New Yorkers said they would leave either for a nearby location or relocate far away from the city. A little more than half, 52%, of respondents were ready to stay. Among the 5 boroughs, Manhattan residents were the most satisfied with where they now live, 48%. There was a much gloomier attitude in the Bronx, where just 23% were happy with their current neighborhood. The poll shows a divide in the city over the direction it's taken, with the 46% saying that things are on the right track, 42% believing they'd gone the wrong way. GOP voters were much more pessimistic about where New York is heading. 63% compared with 38% of Democrats and 39% of independents. 22% of those polled say they were most worried by the economy, of course, closely followed by 21% who named public safety as the most important issue Gotham is facing. Other leading worries are race relations, healthcare, housing, and public schools. Despite protests against police brutality and successful push to cut the police budget, 53% of New Yorkers say they approve the New York Police Department and 40% disapprove. A majority of respondents in all income groups believe the equality of the services the city government provides is not worth the money they pay in taxes. Governor Andrew Cuomo got high marks from New Yorkers in the survey, with 73% approving of his job. Conversely, Mayor Bill de Blasio divided opinions with 45% approval and 46% disapproval. Pollsters interviewed 1,485 adult New York residents in July via telephone interviews and web panel. The survey has a margin of a 3% error. New York City is currently in the 4th final phase of recovery from pandemic, with schools and low-risk entertainment and recreational businesses allowed to reopen. The virus has infected over 234.5 New Yorkers. As of Tuesday, the months-long lockdown has forced 1/3 of local businesses, over 2,800, to shut down permanently since the onset of this pandemic, and sent unemployment soaring to almost 20% in July. This is on Sputnik News. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.